Hey guys, Mike here, and in this video we're comparing two large Samsung smartphones, or phablets if you want to call them this way, the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy Mega 6.3. They play in different leagues. The Note 3 is pricey and packs pretty much the best you can get on an Android handset these days, while the Mega 6.3 is an affordable option for those looking for a big screen smartphone. But let's see if the Note is so much better and justifies its higher price tag. Design-wise, the Mega looks like most other Samsung Galaxy handsets launched before the Note 3, with a hyperglass plastic case available in a few different colors. In fact, aesthetically, the Mega is a stretch-out version of the Galaxy S4, and because of that large screen it packs, it's actually a huge device, even for a phablet. And that makes it longer than the Note and also heavier, or in other words, more difficult to grab, use and carry around. The new Note has a more squarish body and a redesigned backplate, which mimics leather with a fine texture and faux stitches. But it's still made from plastic, it just looks different and feels more reliable, less prone to scratches. When it comes to practical aspects though, not much has changed from one phone to the other. You get the same buttons and features, including the IR blaster, and they are placed in roughly the same places around the body. However, on the Note there's a micro USB 3.0 slot, which allows faster transfer speeds and charging times. That aside, we do get removable backplates on both these devices and quick access to replaceable batteries and the micro SIM and SD card slots. Anyway, let's talk about those screens. There's a 6.3-inch one on the Mega with an LCD panel and 1280 by 720 pixel resolution, while on the Note there's a 5.7-inch display with an AMOLED panel and 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution. That of course makes the Note screen sharper, and you can actually distinguish the differences with a bare eye, especially when reading smaller text. But the Mega is not that bad. Aside from this, the Mega's LCD panel is bright and paints some natural looking colors, while the Note's AMOLED panel offers excellent contrast and viewing angles, but displays those popping, oversaturated colors we've seen on the S4 as well. Next on the list is the everyday experience. Games, videos and multitasking between apps are just some of the things devices with large screens excel at. The overall experience is however better on the Note due to the more powerful hardware that it packs, as the software is similar in both cases. Android Jelly Bean with TouchWiz on top. Yes, there's Android 4.3 on the Note, but there are also some features and apps pre-installed that could drag down its performances. However, it just does not happen. The Snapdragon 800 powered Galaxy Note easily breezes through everything you might throw at it and demolishes the Snapdragon 400 chip on the Mega in benchmarks as expected. Back to those features mentioned earlier, you do get more gestures on the Note 3 and Air View, something that's missing on the Mega 6.3. Yet again, the Note packs the S Pen and all the functionality and the apps that make good use of it. The S Pen is a pressure-sensitive stylus and you can use it to take notes, sketch or draw on the screen. Samsung worked hard to provide apps that would actually make the buyer use the pen, and there are some neat tricks that can be done with their new Air Command suite. Still, I'm pretty sure most buyers would enjoy the sheer speed of this handset more than the S Pen. Anyway, we established that the Mega can stand next to the Note when it comes to performances. However, the two pack similar size 3200 mAh batteries, and in theory this means that the Mega is going to last longer on a charge. In practice though, the two are fairly close, and they can get you through 2 full days of average use or even longer when used lightly. In fact, based on my tests, the Note will actually last longer while running videos or games, which proves that the Snapdragon 800 chip is not just powerful but efficient as well. And then we get the cameras. On one side, both pack 1080p capable front shooters. On the other, the Mega borrows the 8-megapixel main camera from the Samsung Galaxy S3, while the Note packs an enhanced version of the 13-megapixel shooter on the Galaxy S4 with a few extra shooting modes, including the ability to take 4K recordings. As a result, the Note 3 outperforms the Mega in pretty much all conditions, both when it comes to videos and images, as you can see for yourself here. But the pics and clips coming out of the Mega are not bad either. Alright, those were the main differences between these two devices. There are some other details I could mention, like the extra sensors packed by the Note 3, the thermometer, barometer and hygrometer used by S-Health, or the fact that the Note packs a louder and clearer speaker which was moved on the lower edge of the phone and is no longer placed on the back like on the Mega. But let's keep this short and jump to the conclusions. At the end of the day, the Note is clearly the device to get if you want power and a large high-quality screen, and it's not going to run out of juice too quick either. The Mega can be a decent alternative if you're short on money, but if those are not an issue, there's really no reason to pick it over the Note. Still, the Mega 6.3 sells for about 60% of what you'd pay for an unlocked version of the Note 3, and you can get it much cheaper with contracts as well. And I'm pretty sure that's going to make it very interesting for some of you. That's why it's hard for me to draw clear conclusions on these two devices, as they are made with different purposes in mind. On one hand, it's a fairly affordable device without any wow factor, Except for the very large screen and the accordingly sized body, it's just an average smartphone from top to bottom. The Note, on the other hand, is the phone setting up the bar right now. It's a device everyone would love to have and simply the best phablet of the moment. Anyway, that's how I see things with these Galaxy smartphones. But I'd love to know what do you think about them and which one would you get? Or maybe you'd pick something else instead? Well, leave your replies below, I'd really love to hear your thoughts. With that in mind, it's time to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Catch you soon.